All right, ladies, let's talk team building. Who's excited to build their team? I'm going to teach you how to do that at your parties because literally everything can happen at your parties. Selling product happens at your parties. Booking future appointments happens at your parties. You can also get team members right on the spot at your parties. And so I like to play a fun game called What's in My Bag? Super corny, and I warn them about it. So the place in the party that I play this game is I do skincare, satin lips, and the referral game. If I'm doing color, I would do color next. Then I would play deal or no deal. Then I would play the purse game. And what I say at the end of the party, I just say, you know what, we're going to play a couple corny games. I'll show you some sets, and then we'll be done for the day, right? So the first game is the deal or no deal, so I get the bookings, and I have a separate video for that if you do want to watch that tutorial on how to book parties from parties. But the second game is called What's in My Bag? And it's really simple. Find some type of little tiny makeup bag sitting around your house. You probably have a million of these of some kind. It doesn't even have to be a Mary Kay one. I just have this. And inside, there are different items. And I have a document that gives you different suggestions for different items. Don't get hung up on it, though. You could make up your own. And each one of these items represents a benefit of being a Mary Kay consultant. So, for example, the car, I bet you can guess this one, stands for the free cars that you can earn in Mary Kay. The chair, this is from when I've done Court of Sales, stands for the prizes and recognition you can get while you're a beauty consultant. The mirror stands for personal growth and self-confidence. I have this little like steps to success card, which is just about moving up the career path and the advantages that we have. I have a rubber band, which is for flexibility. And then a piece of fake money always works great, or you could put a real money, a real dollar in there for the money that we make. And so here's how the game works. I would say this is how I would do it at a party. I'd say, okay, we're gonna play this game. And so it's called What's in My Bag. So first, before I say anything to them, I say, pick an item out of this bag that interests you. And I walk around and I let them pick which item they want. Okay, so they all have an item. And I say, okay, each one of these items represents a benefit of being a consultant. So you're going to say what your item is and then try to guess the benefit. Who wants to go first? I always ask who's going to go first. Now, if there's only 3 guests at the party, but you've got 6 things in your bag, you're going to pull the other 3. So like I might take the rubber band and go first and give them the example. Like the rubber band stands for flexibility. And I always like to make an extra cheesy face when I do it. You don't have to do that, but it just kind of makes it more fun. I'm trying to find it here. And so the rubber band stands for flexibility. Now, you're not going to just say it stands for flexibility and then like turn and walk away, right? Like you're going to explain to them a little bit about that. And so there are points on the document that you can cover, but try not to be so robotic about it. Share a personal experience that you have. Share a story. And if you're brand new, just share why you're excited about the flexibility, how that could impact you in your life. And so on and so forth. With every single one of the items, you do want to elaborate, okay? So you have them go around, they guess. You're obviously going to help them if they can't figure it out, right? So I know some people get really super hung up on this. You might just do a ring box, because that's what this is, but nobody knows that, so I kind of have a little fun with them about that. But yeah, you definitely help them. And then at the end, the other thing that you're going to want to have, and this is also on our EmilySchutte.com website, is visuals. Women are visual, right? Like, don't just talk about the cars, pull something out, show them what the cars look like. Don't just tell them the starter kit's only $100. Pass the sheet around that has the picture of the starter kit because it is so enticing and so beautiful, and it just makes Mary Kay seem so doable for everyone, right? It's so great. So any visuals, maybe a prize, a picture of a prize that you've earned in the past from Mary Kay, whatever you can bring, a copy of the new prize poster for the Star Consultant program, so that you can pull things out, show them those visuals. Then the key is this: at the end of the game, you have them fill out, also on our website, a 1 to 10 feedback form. Okay, so this has questions and then a scale of 1 to 10. Now, don't just give them these forms. You say, okay, there's some feedback questions. At the bottom is a scale of 1 to 10. 1 means I would rather cut my toes off than ever sell Mary Kay. You don't have to be that extreme, but I like to have fun with them. 10, so you can say 1. It means, you know what, it was really cool learning about it today, but it's just not for me. That's a 1. The only number you're not allowed to say is 5. Do you see how 5 is not even on the form? It's because I took it off there. Because 5 is chicken, and y'all aren't chickens. You're confident, beautiful women capable of picking a 4 or 6. And then 10 means, I love what I heard. I would give this a try. I would sign up today. And if you decide you want to get started, all you do is you just fill out an order form for the starter kit, and voila, you get started. And we have help and mentorship along the way, so you have a track to run on and you know exactly what to do. So if you're a 10, and I always offer some incentive. If you're decisive and you decide to get started today, I'm going to offer a satin hands and a satin lip set, or you could do a satin lip set, or you could do a brush set, or a free microdermabrasion, or just some type of product because I think a lot of women want to do it. It's just sort of that like fear. I always joke with people that, you know, besides, this is what I'll ask people, besides that fear of starting something new, and here's what I mean by that. I get in these like, you know, times in my life where I decide I'm going to eat healthy, and then all I think about that whole week is potato chips and Coca-Cola. So besides that uncomfortable feeling of starting something new, what would it take for you to go from a 6 to a 10? And then she tells me, and we have a conversation about it right in that individual consultation, which is how I often have so many people decide to join my team on the spot, because we just have a conversation about the fear that they might be experiencing, and they decide they want to get going. This really is one of the most like premier business opportunities for women. So you should feel proud and excited to share it with everyone that you know. So good luck.